That's 3 levels.
Oh,
Far, medium, reading.
fuck, dude. When are they gonna fix that?
It's pretty good. Fix what, your eyes?
Yeah, I only have I have reading glasses that I've worn over the last few years, like 2 or 3 years. Like right around, I think I hit like 46,
Mm-hmm.
and that's when it just started going. Like I'd look at my phone, like, hey, why does that look like shit?
It really is bad.
And then Adam Carolla did my podcast, and he left some glasses over. He left reading glasses,
Right.
and I picked up his reading glasses, and I put them on, and I went, fuck!
I can see.
I can fucking see clear now. Shit!
I know. It's really frustrating.
Oh, dude, it's
And
weird.
I can't wear contacts because I have a scar on this eyeball
Whoa.
from, I don't know what, the only thing I can think of is, he said it was something as a child. There was a pillow fight I had with my friend Keith in like 3rd grade, and I remember him hitting me in an open eye and just being down for a while. Like,
Whoa.
But just as kids, you're like, ow, that hurt.
Right, but you
That's
developed
the only
a scar
thing
there.
I could. So, yeah, there's a scar on the outer layer of my eyeball.
Can they do something about that? Can they, like...
No. I mean, you can start messing with it, but this guy is like a really good eye doctor, and he's like, don't mess with it if you don't have to. But if I look through that eye, it's a little cloudy always, even with the glasses. So
Wow.
this one, because of the little bumpy scar, I can't put a contact on, so I go with the glasses. But you say it's a new look when I don't have glasses on. I just had these glasses.
Where if you wear glasses, odd thing that makes girls sexy. There's something about a girl wearing glasses that's kind of sexy.
Together.
She'll know I'm full of shit.
I want.
She'll be able to see my flaws. Maybe she can help me.
She'll know if I really read those books. I don't know if you think it's the same for kids now, though, because there's so many weird-looking kids now. Like when we were young, it was like now everything's so mushed together.
You mean like what is attractive?
Just like the classifications of.
They're fucking stout people.
Big
you know?
time, meaty,
Well, just
but
built,
athletic meaty. Like,
Yeah.
like
just built. I was like, over in my head, I was doing it. True.
it's Oh,
'Cause it just-
really?
yeah. Is that when the depression? Like almost like we create these disasters. We create the such a goofy. Here
All the-
that I'm
and shifting stocks and bonds and all this, and what are the bond market doing?
sitting there, kid, and guy who's competitive thing like a tournament. Those conversations get pretty emotional. People
Yeah.
get we ever did have a conversation before, I was never going to go to a bad place.
Right.
I was just going to talk to him.
Right.
Is kind of doing all the work. The point is, this kid was so fucking smart that him, prison guy, would get to get
Short and quick video, folks. I'll tell you how to tell if some good or evil, okay? I'm talking about all of it, the media, okay? YouTube, Facebook, all that. Perfect love casts out all fear, okay? That's right out of the Bible, okay? If you're walking in perfect love, you will have no fear, okay? So, anything, so if a video and it's putting you in fear, oh yeah.
Instead, they'll now have to complete a much shorter application, which only has one form. Business travellers will be able to obtain a visa on arrival if they can prove they have enough funds to support themselves for 3 months. And congestion at Nigeria's already busy airports. So John Paul Uwoho joins us now from Lagos. He's a business strategist and the founder of Small Starter Africa. John Paul, thank you very much for joining us here on Money Talks. Let me start by asking you about Nigeria's economy. It's in recession. How much of a change do you think the rules are going to bring to the...
I don't expect a lot of to recognize the monumental shifts that's going on here. This is a country that has been overly focused on oil revenues, has done very little to stimulate other aspects of its economy. Right now, there is it's really a big
Pull down the
To table.
Mr. Johnson. Mr. Paulson. Mr. Paulson.
Matter taxes come up. It is meant heartfelt. We will get through. Being any responsibility, Sean. With me on my letter point right now. And many members have come in this committee or on the floor. It's all just trying. Have a press conference to talk to you for your good faith. Everything we're conflict. Reconsider your. Mr. Trump does what nothing less. Of these has not divested. You since at the pace my body, I'm not. I'm.
I swear, Mr. Chairman. The cyber earring, David, to the record, Mr. An interesting story about the Trump. For those of you not familiar, corrupt transportation minister, $12,000. But he's one of the wealthiest, probably one of the most wealthy in anywhere in the world. And builders, the Trump Hotel was supposed to be $109 million in the middle of nowhere, resort area. The front property of nowhere in prior to joining Davidson, no ethical Trump as the company, the Trump entity
Coined by world where the average John and Jane can't focus on a topic for more than 5 seconds until they're moving on to something else. It's an addiction. They're addicted. I've talked about this ad nauseum, how Facebook hires the same people that provide technology to the casinos, for example. So you keep pulling that trigger and you keep gambling because it's a drug, just like you're taking heroin. They use the same tools. But I would argue even far the brain. Now, we see this with children because they're more susceptible. It's why it's extremely dangerous to expose a child in a brain that is developing, especially in those early years, to television, to social media, to these devices, which again are quite literally, and there's science to back this up, of which we'll get into, that is literally altering the brain chemistry, changing the physical DNA and imprints inside of your skull. I would argue to a certain extent after it's been altered, an unalterable event. Like once you go past the point of no return, you're there. Now, this isn't a pointing a finger episode, today's live broadcast, because I'm download book. I mean, even if you're or people around their experience entertainment. Change is your reality. Now, I think we put out a ton of content yesterday. Thank you so much for your support. We are so humbled by it. Of course, we are now broadcasting Monday through Friday in addition to all of the other content that we're doing. We're still doing that, plus we're doing a 2-hour live show from 9 to 11 Pacific time. I did want to mention that we did have a special guest coming on the show during the second hour that many of you were very eager, myself included, in an interview with Jordan Maxwell. But we did get a note from him earlier that I can't give away details, but essentially there's an emergency. And let's just say, program at some point. Etc. This is very exciting for us. We're opening up the minds of a lot more people, exposing ourselves to an entire parts of the cloud. You can download. We've been so dogmatized and manipulated by the machine that we can't even consume information for more than 5 seconds. It's like that movie, I'm trying to think of which movie it was, where, again, there's just no focus. After 5 seconds, it's Dory, right? Dory's like, apple over orange over here. I mean, there is no attention. It's why I always put such a big emphasis on reading books, of which I read tremendously when I'm not working 19-hour days and getting my ass kicked. Even get through the first chapter because they've been so brainwashed and their brain altered so severely that the only content that they can consume has the word every but handle it. A long time. He puts out very effective videos that are roughly about 5 minutes in length. And they do this. They're just going so freaking fast! And the stimulus that everybody needs, like a drug. Ouch! Could you
Donate $20 and you get a rad bumper sticker. Cheaper than a tattoo, safer than a sticker.
The point I'm trying to make
Show your love today at radiok.org.
is that the United States doesn't have content because that's what we need to feed to radio. A lot of people do enjoy long form content. In fact, if you look at the demographic model is, how dangerous this system is. The fact that people can barely handle 2
categories. It's
to actually have a real deep intellectual conversation lasting more than 5 seconds. It's how the system works. Again, Steve Jobs knew this all too well. It's why he wouldn't let his own family members use the technology that he built. I mean, I want you to think about that for a moment. If you didn't know that's the first time you've heard about that. That's how dangerous the technology is. Most of what's going on is subliminal. It's something that can be received, and that those in the matrix that are a part of this
Daily. On stands, on campus, or online at mndaily.com.
This is Radio K, KUOM, 770 AM Minneapolis, KUOM 106.5 FM St. Louis Park, broadcasting at 100.7.
Generated algorithm real college radio. When you listen and the DJ pauses or there's laughter, they talk over each other and they're talking about their real lives and their real passion for music. It's not like, oh, the DJ made a mistake. It's like real. You know, it's important for you to donate to Radio K because it goes to students, it goes to support an institution, and it goes back out into the community as awesome music.
Fires are still moving. Get out. Get out. Break your lines.
Play me. Buy me. Working on it. Working on it. Working on it. Work it out. Work it out. Work it out.
When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. But I shot a man. takes her decency.
So I just play with Folsom.
And that he's not sure if looking into it. And with Edward Snowden in his relationship to
am Main, die Bankenstadt. Die Mainmetropole.
Ruf gefeiert, ich bin der Geist. Weil wir kriegen Hate.
Aslak Bey.
Ist die Klick. Sohn eines Rum. Gibt's es auch für Bitch verkauft. Lebt im Film.
club isn't the best place to find the lovers, so the bar is where I go. Me and my friends at the table doing shots, tripping fast, and then we talk slow. Come, we're going out, you can eat and leave and get like a magnet over my heart. Well,
Does it echo underwater? Does it echo underwater?
Radio K, Real College Radio, that was just Everybody But Me by Licky Lee. Before her was Chimpanzees and Canopies by Let's Eat Grandma. And starting us off was Little Man by Little Dragon, in case you guys haven't noticed. Kind of got an L theme going for our A to Z day, which is, of course, for Pledge. In case you guys didn't know, Radio K is going through our Pledge Week right now, and to let you guys know a little more about that, I got Monica right over here. Monica!
Hey guys, hey! Yeah, that's right, I'm here to talk to you about Pledge, and yeah, we're spinning tunes from A through Z, and I mean, our library is pretty big, but the only way our library can be big is with listeners like you, and from money that's money like yours. So ways that you can donate, you can head on over and call. Our number is 612-626-7625. You can also go to radiok.org if you don't like talking to people and hit that big blue donate button. But there's a ton of prizes too. You can get hats, there are t-shirts, there's coasters and koozies, there's all sorts of K-swag that you can potentially snag up. But yeah, we don't often tell you to put a price on your love, but in this case, we really do need all the help that we can get to keep sustaining our station.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Monica. And so remember, you are an active listener of Radio K. You come here for our music. You like our music, hopefully. I mean, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't tune in if you did not like Radio K. So please help support us. Pledge, go to radiok.org, or phone on in to our college peoples. They're on the phones. They're waiting for you. All right, and so coming up next, we're going to go back into the music. I've got some Moldy Peaches and Masi Sa. And I guess it's an M theme, peoples. It's an M theme now. And starting us off, I've got Downtown by Magical Clouds right here on Radio K, Real College Radio.
Nothing you say will ever be wrong, 'cause it just feels good being in your arms. And I'm running with you as fast as I can, singing to myself, I wanna hold your hand. And we're going downtown, 'cause we feel like running around. Is it really this fun when you're on my mind? Is it really this cool to be in your life? There's one thing I'll do if it ever goes wrong. I'll write you into all of my songs. And if suddenly I die, I hope they will say that he was obsessed and it was okay. We're going downtown, and we feel like running around.
sexual assault. We're on Facebook.
Give to you guys. To hear
I see my name, didn't know me, now will stay low. Spots, rock, stop, never home, gotta
I'm tired of wise. As you can, fast as you can, fast as you can, fast as you can.
The wind advisory still up through most of the afternoon, then a partly cloudy evening, 20% chance of snow showers after midnight as we get down to 19. Mostly cloudy, high in the mid-30s for Thursday, Low around 6 Thursday night, and Friday colder and mostly sunny, a high in the lower 20s. Saturday, it looks like a high only in the mid-20s. We could see single digits Friday night into Saturday.
Check out Cross Currents, our weekly e-newsletter with the latest station and music news, exclusive ticket offers, announcements, events, and other subscriber-only offers. Sign up at thecurrent.org to start seeing Cross Currents in your inbox.
Sustain will get hidden up the sleeves of men. Magic will only those who do believe them. You see, that ability in them dancing.
until she. The Current, that's a really good place to be, but perhaps you are doing other things. Well, Patti Smith playing tonight, and she's performing Horses at Northrop, and we've got an interview with Patti Smith and Mark Wheat tonight that'll air right around 5 o'clock, so be sure to be tuned into that. Right here, music from Lucius. This is The Punisher.
Another form of ventilation. I got drunk. The sun.
jazz, blues, R&B, pop, and gospel. April 21st. Tickets and more at Ordway.org. Through the vinyl and
You was on a bad streak and honey, it was getting me down. Down to my last dime with no good news. I was getting to leave this town. Weekend in Reno, late night casino. I've ordered. I had to move a little closer so I could get a better look. Another word, no, that was all it took.
great music later.
Only adds to the way you used to do, but each time I
Wowza. Yes. In there with Don't Save From Their Days Are Gone release. Pat Bennett's are. And again, if you like to go shopping, you good things coming up. I don't want to even spoil it. No apologies. Forget it. Woman came out just within the last couple of months. Absolutely love it. Medicine for Birds.
in my halfway to red and
Music heads only. This spring, where she and her husband Tom were married a handful of years ago. Music from Lucy Williams, who is a Music Head Essential artist, and Bill DeVille thinks so, as do a lot of people. That one's from 1988. Huge song. That's Passionate Kisses from Lucinda. Also, we heard The Pretenders from their Learning to Crawl, a version there of a Thin Line Between Love and Hate. And X-Ray Specs. Yes. Polystyrene, her voice was destruction. It was so cool. 1977, Oh Bondage, Up Yours. And a listener request there for Angelica Garcia with Orange Flower.
Travel back in time to a different year every Tuesday at 10 for Time Machine Tuesday. I'm your host, Bill DeVille. Every week we check out a different year. One week it might be 1977, then the next week it's 1997. I'll highlight the year in music with a bit of pop culture as well.
Windy afternoon. Wind advice still up through most of the afternoon, then a partly cloudy evening, 20% chance of snow showers after midnight as we get down to 19. Mostly cloudy, high in the mid-30s for 30, sunny, a high in the lower 20s. Saturday, it looks like a high only in the mid-20s. We could see single digits Friday night into Saturday.
Wake up with Oak on the Current.
Cold. All right. It is International Women's Day here, well, everywhere. And at the Current, the women of the Current have sitting in the driver's seat programming the best music from all of our favorite women. And it's been a pretty fun day. Like I said, sitting down to program this yesterday was easy and difficult. It was easy because there was so much to battle it out for certain artists, because we all today may be an artist. This is brand new music.
Not alone. Love her. Cried her heartbeat through the clouds like a painted picture. Painted picture. Black, like a nuclear.
enjoy. Please, with all the beats and rhymes my sisters have employed. Slickers who throwing down the sound totally a yes. Let me state the position. Ladies first, yes? Yes.
Yeah, there's gonna be some changes right here.
Believe me when I say being a woman is great.
Make it your rhyme. Ladies first, there's no time to rehearse. I'm divine and my mind expands throughout the universe. A female rapper with a message to send. The Queen Latifah is a perfect specimen.
Meaning I wish to slay. Pay me every bit of yours. Like mother, like daughter. I would also like to mention. I wish for you to bring me to the rhythm of which is now systematically get to the mother who's the root of it. And next up is me, the M.O. and I
is ladies first.
You're listening to 89.3 KCMP Northfield, Minneapolis, St. Paul, and Minnesota Public Radio. Sold out, and Mark, we got a chance to Patty, supported by Mounds Park Academy.
Prejudice. Wrote a song about
wanted to be in Vogue. Just any one of them went through that period. That wasn't to be. Fabulous. En Vogue and Free Your Mind. Programming for No Apologies support today comes from Mounds Park Academy. It's a pre-K through 12 private school in St. Paul.
children become inspired to forever dream big and do right. We invite you to campus for lunch on Wednesday, March 15th. To learn more, moundsparkacademy.org/RSVP. Continuing on with International Women's Day here at the Current, nothing but our
Isn't this the reason why you came? Down